Hey, this is Gary with Optimal Cruising, and I just went on one of the cheapest 7-day cruises that you can find in North America on a large cruise ship, and I'm still thinking about it. This video is about the 7 secrets I never knew about MSC. We're going to tell you all about it. Make sure you watch to the end because you might find some things a little surprising. Number 7. MSC is not new to cruising. MSC has been buying their way into North America over the past several years, but they've been cruising in the Mediterranean in Europe for many years. And before that, they have developed one of the largest container shipping companies in the world. They're based in Italy and they've been around for a very long time. And they're a privately owned company, which allows them to make moves in the marketplace that some other publicly owned cruise lines are unable to do. This results in very cheap fares, especially in North America, where they're trying to get a piece of the pie. And they're cutting in on the market share of some of the larger companies that most Americans are familiar with, like Carnival, Royal Caribbean, and Norwegian. And they are making inroads. So we're going to show you why you might want to give MSC a try, and we're going to show you all the other secrets that you might not know about MSC. But the bottom line for number 7 is you can get a cheap cruise fare because they are privately owned and they're doing whatever they can to get into the American market and build a loyal following. Number 6. Many people are unaware that MSC has one of the best health, wellness, and fitness programs at sea. In fact, their gym is one of the largest I've seen on a boat. They really go all out with the treadmills, the stair climbers, the free weights, even exercise workout machines, Pilates machines. They have a studio just for working out. They have a Peloton-like bicycle studio, all part of their gymnasium complex, which takes up a rather large part of one deck on the ship, which is unusual for cruise lines. If you go further than that and you're interested, say, in the spa, MSC has an incredible wellness program. They, of course, have the typical spa treatments, things you'd see at a normal spa, but they have an awesome thermal area, which you can have access to if you're in a premium room for free or by just paying a small fee of about $30. You don't even need to book a spa treatment, but that thermal area consists of a multitude of hot and cold shower types, cold baths, a sauna. They have a snow room. They have multiple whirlpools. It's like you can go from one room to the next and really experience that thermal shift from cold to hot. They really do these rooms out well, and they even have hot tubs as part of the spa overlooking the ocean. What could be better than that? Now, moving on to the food, they actually have a wellness program in the dining room and the buffet. If you eat at the buffet on MSC, you're going to find stations tailored specifically for people health conscious. And they are very particular about the ingredients they use at these stations. They pay close attention to what they're putting into these things that they're calling health and wellness items, and you can just see all of the fruit and vegetables that they're making these things from in the back, and it's just incredible. They are the freshest cuisine for wellness food that I've ever seen on a cruise ship, and that's a secret most people don't know about MSC. Number 5, MSC is an excellent cruise line for everybody, people of all ages and all types. And here's why. They have areas of the ship designed for specific types of people. They have several children pool areas and play areas. They have a kids club. They have gaming areas on certain decks, all designed for the younger people. Then they have certain adult-only areas, certain pools. The MSC Seashore, for example, has an infinity pool off of the back of the ship, adults only. So they have separated items so everybody can enjoy their age group or their family if you want, but you just go to the area of the ship that's designed for you. If you're into luxury, MSC has one of the best ship-in-a-ship concepts that I've seen at sea, and that is their yacht club. It's an expensive booking, but if that's what you're into doing, if you get into that yacht club, you're going to experience the ultimate luxury at sea. I don't think anybody beats it, and I'm talking about a totally separate cuisine menu, an entirely separate deck, pool, and area of the ship that only you can access, your own specialty private restaurant, your own private bar, all drinks and everything included. So they really have all these packages designed to give you the experience you want. It's just all about how much you want to pay and how much you're willing to pay to enjoy that extra item. Number 4, MSC is one of the more environmentally conscious cruise lines out there. They have documentation on their ship, and they're constantly making you aware of all the things that they're doing and that they would like you to do as a passenger to help save and keep the environment and the oceans clean. In fact, as part of their development of their private island in the Bahamas, which is only a few years old to date, they basically took over a dump site and made it into a beautiful paradise oasis in the middle of the beautiful Bohemian Sea. And they also have started efforts to rebuild coral reefs which were damaged. So they are taking a big effort to make things better for the environment and the ocean, and that's important to all of us who are out there traveling around the world by sea. Number 3, MSC service can be hit or miss. We've had very good experiences and also have heard of some less than good experiences where people have trouble even getting hold of somebody to get something resolved. This is especially true if you need to contact their home office because it's difficult to do so. They want you to go through electronic means and it'll be a while before you get a response in some cases. However, in other cases, I've gotten immediate response. So it's hard to say what's going on there, but it's something that you need to know. And something I didn't know before trying out MSC is that if you have an issue, it's best to resolve it right there on the ship. Don't wait till you get back home because it's going to be very difficult. They're not as responsive as some other cruise lines coming from the home office. That being said, on the ship, they're usually very attentive and willing to take care of any issues. However, we've also heard and experienced that sometimes the service is better than others, and it kind of depends on who you get and which ship you're on. Number 2, MSC has some of the most amazing food at sea, but it can be hit or miss. We had some of the best food we've ever had on a cruise ship on the MSC Seashore, which sails mostly out of Port Canaveral. It was incredible, the best cruise ship food that I can remember having. However, we've seen mixed reviews and we've experienced it ourselves. With some of the older ships, the food maybe sometimes isn't up to par, and that's true. So you need to know that about MSC. I wasn't aware of the variation. It's not as standardized as you find on some other cruise lines, and maybe the staff isn't trained as well, or maybe because they're pushing all of these ships into a new market and had to hire a whole bunch of new people, that they need to iron those standards out. But we have had some incredible food. The concept is really cool. It's not your typical cruise fare. On MSC, you're going to get a more Mediterranean style menu. They are from Italy, So you're going to get a lot of those Italian foods, pastas and pizzas, which are done very well, better than other cruise lines. In fact, the pizza, they make it right there on the ship in front of you. It's not anything that's pre-made and reheated. It's fresh dough, made there, hand-tossed. It's a sight to see, and the food can be incredible, but it can vary. So if you want the best food experience, go to one of their newer ships, like out of Port Canaveral to Seashore, or maybe try the World America. But some of their older ships, the food isn't quite up to par yet. Hopefully it'll get there. And number one, MSC is hands down the best value at sea right now, but it might not last. So if you want to take advantage of what they're offering, do it soon, because they are buying into a new market and they're cutting prices to build brand loyalty. And once they've got that, those prices might go up. But right now, you can find for the same price of a 7-day Carnival or Royal Caribbean cruise, a cruise on MSC that includes a drink package and Wi-Fi. So they've got a lot of extras that they're building into that. And if you don't want those extras, you can get their base bargain price for a lot cheaper than you can find anything on a competing cruise line. So those are your 7 secrets about MSC. Now, if you're still worried or considering this cruise line and not sure about it, I'll give you a couple extras. The rooms tend to be slightly smaller, but you wouldn't notice it because they're designed very well. The placements of the bed and the furniture make the room seem just like any other cruise ship. And if you're thinking you're going to get a bargain hotel-like style on MSC because the price is cheaper, you're not. Their newer ships, especially their newer ships, are filled with luxury. They have crystal-lined staircases. The seating in the bars and in the public areas is unmatched. It's unparalleled. So I highly recommend giving it a shot. Hopefully you'll have a good experience, but comment below and let us know what your experience is. We always want those comments. We want to be able to respond and also maybe create another video incorporating how you experienced MSC. Now, it's super easy to find the best cruise prices with the link on our website. You just go down to the description of the video right below the video you're watching, click on more to open up all of the description, and you'll see right there the best cruise prices are here. It's a clickable link. All you need to do is click on that link and wait for a second for your browser to bring up the new web page where it's going to show you all of the available cruises, what the prices are. You can pick your dates, the time of year. You can select any cruise line you want if you want a specific one, or you can just look at destinations in general. And it's important to know they have a full service customer care on this website where you can chat with a travel agent, you can call them on the phone, or you can book everything online yourself. It's completely up to you and easy to do.